Welcome to my channel. This is Jackie with Cross My Stitches. Welcome to Minnesota. Oh my gosh. We are here. We've been here for a couple of weeks now in Minnesota. And I have to tell you that we are dying to go to Brainerd and Fargo, North Dakota. Brainerd, Minnesota and Fargo, North Dakota. Those of you that don't know that reference, go watch the movie Fargo. Because I love the way they talk. And we are just loving it every time we run into someone who is like, yeah. So that's how they are. Yeah, eh, yeah, yeah. We just die laughing when you ask them something and they want to say yes, and it's yeah. So lots of fun. I had an incident while I was here. Right before we left Kentucky, I fell down the stairs, the RV stairs, and landed on the ground on my back and hit my head, and I really hurt. It was a very hard fall, and I bruised my ribs, I bruised my hip, and I did something to my foot, which I thought was a fracture. I thought I fractured my foot when I fell. So it was not good. I was in a lot of pain, and my husband wanted to take me to emergency. I refused. I said, I'm not going to emergency. It might be a fracture. It might not be a fracture, but there's nothing they could do about it. Even if it's a fracture, all they do is boot my foot. They don't really cast your foot and stuff for a fracture. So I said, let's just wait and see what happens. So we waited. It was getting a little better. I was limping around for a little bit, and it was starting to feel better. And so we left Kentucky, I think it was around the 23rd, the 24th of April, and came here to Minnesota, and I started working. In the first 2 days that I was working, my foot was killing me after I had been on my feet for a few hours working. So I told my husband, I said, I need to go to the walk-in clinic and get it x-rayed. I need to know, is it fractured, is it not? Because if it's fractured, I need to stay off of it until it heals. So we go over to the clinic to get an x-ray, and of course our doctor is speaking just like that. So he's talking about what's wrong with my foot, and he says, yeah, see right here, you can see there's no fracture, yeah. And I was just laughing inside the whole time. It was just hilarious. So, hold on a minute, my computer's deciding it wants to do an update. There we go. So, I told my husband, I said, we need to go to Brainerd, Minnesota, and we need to go to Fargo, North Dakota, because we both love that movie. And we want to hear people talk like that, because it's just, so, it's this, I think it's a Scandinavian heritage from where these people came from. So it's just really neat. Anyway, welcome to my channel. Today, I believe, is May 7th, 2019. This is episode number 22. So that's 22 plus 0 equals 22, because this girl don't do math. Okay, that's for you, Stephanie. I am telling you, we have been here for a couple weeks now, and it has been cold. Last night, it was 29. We froze. The hose that feeds our water toward the RV froze overnight. So when we got up in the morning, we had no water because it was frozen. We had to wait for it to thaw. It is 57 degrees here right now, which is really nice because it's not windy. It's been windy almost every day that we've been here. There's been a breeze. And when it's cold, and you're talking about 30s and 40s, and you've got a breeze, it's chilly, especially when you're doing outside work, because we are working at the resort, working at cabin resort for the summer, and we're getting the cabins ready to open, because we will be open this Saturday. We will be accepting guests. We do have one guest here. He is a longtime guest for this resort, so he comes in a week early, and he's the only resident we have right here in the resort, except for the owners that have a house at the beginning of the resort. And we are down the other end, and there's 2 RV spots, and we have one of those spots. And I'd show you a picture of our view, but I'm looking at dead trees. So they're not really dead, they're hibernating. None of the trees yet are showing any foliage. So it's still very wintry here, so everything is brown, not really green grass, except for When I show you pictures of the resort, you'll see green grass. They got some green grass over there, but most of the city, or there's no city here, most of the town and most of, when you're driving into town, hopefully I'll show you some pictures of all the farm fields. They're all brown because there's nothing green here yet. Anyway, we're here to talk about cross stitch, aren't we? So let's talk about cross stitch because I've lost all my train of thought right now and I have no idea. So let's talk about cross stitch. I have been working on a few things and I wanted to show I do have an FFO. So I did finish Little House Needlework Spring ABC. So I'm going to show that to you now. And I need, let me see if I have a, it is bright. I am sorry about the bright, but it's the best I can do. So there it is. Love it. It is on a 32 count linen that I hand dyed myself. It is green. Hopefully that color is coming through pretty good. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. I'm trying to keep so you guys don't have to look at my glare or my glasses. So up close, all the bunnies and the birds have beads for their eyes. And then I changed the bunnies in the bottom here and made them a dark chocolate and white chocolate bunny. So I think that came out cute. So there it is. So very glad to have this done. All I have left is the summer ABCs, and I will have all 4 seasons done. So I'm really thrilled to have that completed. That was my only whip right now. I have 2 starts, and one of them is a piece that I work on when we're traveling. I started this one because it's got very, I want to say it might be 18 count, but I'm doing 18 count over 2, so you use the 6 strands of threads to do it. And I can see it without my magnifier. And what it is, it's Prairie Schooler Home Sweet Home. It's out of a Cross Stitch Sampler magazine from 1991, I believe. I don't know what month. I'm not sure. I tore it out and threw the rest of the magazine away because I didn't like anything else in it. And this does not have a date on it. It just says that it's from this particular magazine. So there it is. And where's my, there it is. So this is how it's looking. So it's on the piece of fabric that's pictured. I bought this off a Stash Unload a while back, maybe a year ago. And then I came across this pattern. I said, oh my God, it's the fabric to that pattern. So it just worked out. So I'm still working on the house. I have some things to finish on there, but it's coming out really cute. I worked on it when we were traveling up here, and then I worked on it again. We had to go to the laundromat. My dryer in the RV decided it's not working. So we ended up going to the laundromat. And so I worked on that at the laundromat as well. So that's one of my starts. My other start is, and I started this a couple of days ago. It is Autumn by the Cricket Collection. Everybody has seen this, I'm sure, by now. Such a beautiful design. And I am doing this on a 32 count, and the fabric is called, it's a linen. It's called Claire. It is hand dyed by Stephanie. It was on one of her monthlies that I received this. And there it is. So I've got the U and I'm working on the M. And I really love it on this fabric because I think this fabric is real fall looking. So it's really pretty. I love it. So I'm glad to have that going. In fact, that's what I'll be working on after I'm done playing with my video. I'll be working on that. So other than that, I know everybody is working on Stitch Mania, so hopefully everybody's having a great time doing this Stitch Mania. I had no plans of doing Stitch Mania this year, but I saw someone post a hashtag that said Mania My Way, and I said, ooh, I like that idea. I can do Mania My Way, and My Way is working on what I consider my large cross-stitch projects that I have going. I have about 15 to 17 whips right now, and several of them are large, and I don't mean BAPs like big ass projects like Hayes, but they're big for me. So I decided I was going to work on one a week for 5 weeks. So I'll pull one out, work it from Wednesday to Tuesday, and then the next Wednesday, which will be tomorrow, I will pull another one. So this week I was working on Stony Creek's Coastal Lighthouse Stocking. And I just love this stocking. Love it, love it, love it. I originally started it for my son. It was going to be his stocking. But then I ended up finding something else that I thought he would love even more. So I think this one's going to be mine because my husband chose his own that he wanted. So after I finish this one, I will start my son's and my husband's stockings. So there it is. And then where is it? Ah, right here. So I got a lot done on this. Am I catching the glare? Hold on a minute. I'm going to put you on hold. Okay. Sorry about that. I put you on hold so I could close the curtains a little so we don't have so much of a glare, because I'm sitting in the front of the RV at the windshield here, and the sun's starting to go down, so it's quite blinding. Okay, so this is where I'm at, and I got a lot done. I'm really pleased with how much I got done. So there it is. So this is the heel. So all I have left, if you saw the picture, I have a couple of cardinals and a basket with, I think it's, yeah, just a basket. So there it is. It is just gorgeous. I backstitch as I go. It makes it a lot easier so you don't get so overwhelmed with all the back stitching. The only thing that's not on here is there are some buttons, beads, and French knots that I haven't completed yet. This is the last time I'll work on that for this month. I would like to get this done in July. So it is my plan to do Christmas in July as my cross stitch month. And everything that I work on will be Christmas related, so I want to get that finished. That'll be one of the things I work on. I have some other plans to work on as well. So that's what I'm working on. Now, when it comes to tomorrow, my project will be, let's see, for tomorrow, which would be the 8th, I'll be bringing out Lady of the Flag. So I'll work on Lady of the Flag for the week, and I may try to squish in some of my autumn in between. Like if I don't feel like working on Lady on a particular day, or I work on a part and then I want something else, I will pull out autumn, then I'll work on her for the whole week. So I look forward to getting a lot of progress with my Lady of the Flag. We'll see what happens if I get it or I don't, how much work is going to be involved, because I will tell you in the RV section what's going on and what I might not be able to do. So you'll have to hold on for that. As far as mail, the only thing that I got in the mail is my cross stitch gold caught up with me. This is the second to the last issue, and I don't think I will end up getting my last issue. The post office only forwarded magazines for 60 days, and because I cannot access to change the address, because I really don't have an address, I'm probably not going to get my other issue, but that's okay. I got that. I haven't made any purchases. The only thing that I have purchased is some floss from Ben Franklin. The town that's 15 miles from us is Fergus Falls, Minnesota, and they have a Ben Franklin Crafts, and that's the only craft store that's around besides the Walmart. And I bought a couple of things of floss when I was there. I haven't seen a Ben Franklin Crafts in probably the 90s in Florida. So I was really surprised to see one and walk around and see what it was like and stuff, because I hadn't seen them for so long. But I am 3 hours from Stitchville in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. Minnetonka. It might be Minnetonka, but it's the same thing. And my husband has promised me that he is going to drive me to Minneapolis so I can go to Stitchville while we're here. So I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but I know he will fulfill his promise. He always does. And I will let everybody know when I'm heading into Stitchville. Maybe some of the Minnesota stitchers can meet up with me. That would be awesome, to meet some cross stitchers and floss tubers while I'm there. We'll see what happens. But that is my plan, to try to make it to Stitchville before we leave Minnesota. Let's see, what else we got? I did do a drawing for my last video. I said I was going to give away this pattern, which is Life's Good, Live the Journey. I stitched that for the RV, and it's above the refrigerator. If you haven't seen that, you can go back to my previous, I think it's a 2 back, so we're at 22, it might be number 20 that I showed where I posted this. And I did do a random number generator And the winner is, let me get into my camera here. I need my glasses for that, sorry. The winner is Paula Humphreys. There you go. There's Paula's name. Congratulations, Paula. If you will go below and get my email address and send me your mail address, I will get this out to you. And I appreciate you watching and subscribing to my channel. So that was great. Thank you so much for everybody who commented on the video last time and entered. I will be doing more drawings and stuff. I am close to 900 subscribers right now. Yay! Thank you so much for each and every one of you for watching, for subscribing, for commenting. I love it all. I do answer every single comment. And I appreciate every one of you. I know we all have busy lives and there's so many Flosstubers out there. So I love it that you come to watch me and see what's going on in my stitchy life and my RV life. Okay, let's see what else I have. I did watch a new Flosstuber last week, and her name was Claire, and I can't remember. That was her channel name, but she actually had a different name for her channel, and she was awesome. She was a brand new cross-stitcher, and she was talking about the things that she didn't know and that she was learning, and I was really drawn in to her channel and listening to her, and she was very funny, very fun to watch. And I immediately subscribed and told her what a great job she did and look forward to seeing her next video. And I hadn't seen another one posted, and then I was watching Kathy from Crafty Cat Stitcher this morning because she posted a new video, and she mentioned that she also saw Claire and thought she was awesome and went back to look for her channel so she could link it, and it was gone. Apparently Claire had removed her channel. So both Kathy and I are just blown away. We're like, oh, Kathy, if you're watching this, not Kathy, Claire, if you're watching this, please come back and put your video back up and post some more. We loved you. We thought you were awesome. You were just a natural at shooting video, and your stories and comments and adventures and cross stitch were great, and we loved it. We want to see you do some more. So don't give up. Keep trying and keep doing it, because you're going to make lots of friends, and you're gonna love this community. So please come back and do that. I also want to say hi to my friend Cheryl from Tranquil Stitches. Hi Cheryl. Love Cheryl. She always has a great channel. If you're not watching Cheryl at Tranquil Stitches, please take the time to do that. She has a Facebook group she started. There's actually two of them she started. One is a journaling Facebook page where you can make an album and keep track of all your whips and what you're working on and post in there. She has another one she just started. I don't remember the name of it, but she is active on Facebook, on Flosstube, and she's always got great projects. She also does a lot of great drawings and stuff and giveaways, so you need to touch base with her and watch her. So she's great, and I will post her down below as well. So I think that's all I have for cross stitch. I will mention that we did go to a thrift store, and I found this bag, so I have to show everybody this bag. It is just awesome. It cost me a couple of bucks, and it is handmade, and look at the paisley design. That is so cool. I love it. I love it. And you can definitely see that it's handmade, but it's really well. And they put a little clasp in here if you want to hang your keys and stuff in there. So I really love that. So I wanted to show that. And I think that is all I have for cross stitch. So if that's all you're here for, thank you so much for coming and watching. And I will see you guys next time. And for those of you who are interested in the RV life, we'll talk about that now. So we have been here for a couple weeks now. It is going well so far. Like I said, it's been very cold at night, so that's been hard to deal with. We don't want to burn up all our propane trying to keep warm, so we bought some space heaters that are electric, trying to keep the RV warm while we can, hoping it's going to warm up soon. The Job is just mostly just taking care of the guests and stuff. There's nobody here yet, but we've been cleaning up around the cabins and stuff, so we will take care of making sure that the trash is picked up every morning, walk the property, make sure everything's clean and neat, make sure all the chairs that are out for guests to use are out and nice and organized. You know, there's boats for people to rent, so we have to gas up the boats, have them ready at the docks for people who are renting boats, things like that. And this weekend actually is opening season for walleye fishing. So we have these beautiful lakes, and Minnesota's known as the land of 10,000 lakes, and they're not kidding. There are a ton of lakes in here. Everywhere you turn, there's lakes, and they're gorgeous. And so this is walleye season coming up starting Saturday. So we do have 5 families coming in, or 5 guests that will be renting cabins. And at the same time, the owners of the resort have decided they're going on vacation. They're going to leave the resort for Randy and I to take care of while they're gone on opening weekend. So we're a little nervous as to how we're going to deal with all that. We don't know a lot about the resort yet and how things are taken care of, especially if guests have issues. So we're really nervous about this. But apparently the owners feel confident enough that they can take off for almost a week and leave us, the Floridians, in charge of the Minnesota retreat. So we will see how that goes. And I'm sure I'll be videotaping along the way. And hopefully it will show that next time that I video. The other thing is that there's lots of wildlife around here, which is awesome. So I have seen turkeys and deer. I have bunnies all over the property. Raccoons, squirrels. I think we saw bison when we came in, but they were kind of far off. I couldn't tell. And so I love all the little, and tons of birds, of course. And the geese, the Canadian geese are coming into the area, and most of the people that live here that run resorts and stuff, they're not very happy with the geese because they make a mess. So, but there really is a lot of geese right now coming in, which is cool too. But Randy and I were raking around one of the cabins, and unfortunately we uncovered a bunny hutch, a little bunny home with the babies. And when he raked and pulled, I didn't realize it until the little baby started to run. So of course he grabbed the little baby, put him back in the nest, covered it back up. And he used gloves, so we didn't give human hand touch. But we have not seen the mama return since. It's been about 4 days. We had seen her previously. We didn't know where her nest was. Excuse me. But we've been watching for her daily to see if we see her again. We have not seen her. So we've been checking on the babies. I have been feeding them for the last couple of days. I left them lettuce the other day. It was all gone. And I went and checked on them now. And I did take some pictures that I will include here. And they're just so adorable. I got them some carrots. I'm hoping they're going to eat them, and I hope they're going to be okay. I'm worried that we have guests coming in this weekend. I'm hoping that I'm going to be in that cabin. I told Randy I don't know what we should do. We should just leave them and hope that nobody notices them. I think I'm having a cat fight behind me here. You see them? Yep, there goes Paisley. Anyway, hopefully they'll be okay. I'll continue to feed them and stuff, but I don't want people to know they're there. So I don't know how I'm going to handle that when we have guests on the property. So anyway, that's what I've got going on. I will include pictures. You've seen some before, pictures of before, and I will include some pictures at the end so everybody can see what I've been seeing for the last couple of weeks while I'm here. I want to thank you all for coming to watch. I will be back at the end of the month with an update and hopefully some stitching to show, some progress on Lady of the Flag, and another week will pass and I'll have a different, so I should have 2 whips that I'll be showing. And I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. Thank you so much for coming. I look forward to everyone stopping by again. If you're not subscribed yet, please take a moment to subscribe below. Hit the bell to get updates so you get updates on when I'm uploading a video. And I will see you next time. Bye.